two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see, the Maryland Terrapins taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Scarlet Knights will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Maryland's offense will take the field first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blow.
There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Terrapins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Terrapins are marching down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got it in the middle. It's Hurley. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his man in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So Rutgers offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Knowles. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Leaves it with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking left. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got him. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It is good. And the kick is good. And, guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Slips through the line. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Reads it, fires complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Proctor. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Hold and finds his man on the left. At midfield, he's got room. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The give out of the gun.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Plows through the defense.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Got a man. It's Hurley. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job working that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's got it on the right. Brings into the open. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. And the Terrapins have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hurley. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Terrapins have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. And the D deny them on second and goal. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. It's third and goal and third and long. They'll go to the air. And that one did not work. And they'll send out the field goal unit.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Scarlet Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That's caught. It's Christensen. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Leaves it with the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Going for 6. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rutgers!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. Snags it on the right. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no, no.
That's caught. It's Perez. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
And that one's incomplete. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He's going for it all. Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Bringing it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Buys a little time. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Rutgers. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The inside handoff. powers through the defender.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Punt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Dances away to buy time. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And the Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the 1st down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room. Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference.
We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. He'll set up to throw. Release to the back. Quick completion on the out route. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Terrapins are facing 3rd and inches. He'll go to the sneak.
No gain on the play. And that's good enough.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Terrapins are on the move. Pucks it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, running back gets the give. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Off the boot, looking for his man. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Terrapins! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Here's a heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gonna take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. Off and running. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing right. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Got some room to run. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. The defense putting points on the board.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Handoff from the gun. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hurley. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. A strike downfield. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game.
Turning it on! He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Maryland! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to scramble. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. On the ground with the counter. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the ground game. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. Wants to return it. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Finds a man on the right. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. Throws for the tight end. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. After this, it'll be a wrap.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be right here to end the game.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. You sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging.